How is AI benefiting cybersecurity?
I think in a lot of different ways. I think there's a lot of different use cases and applications for AI. Again, we come at it from the standpoint of AI and people working together is kind of a match made in heaven, right? AI is good at certain things that human beings are bad at, and human beings are really good at things that AI is terrible at, right? So I think that each has their strengths and their weaknesses. I think everybody who didn't know a lot about AI, last year probably has gotten up to speed on, it's not some, terrible, horrible dragon that's going to kill all the villagers. And it's also, not nothing, right? It's got some things that it's really, really, its strengths and its weaknesses, just like everything else. I think we're finding out that any kind of human created thing suffers from the garbage in, garbage out problem, just like every other software thing that we have. And that, how the model's set up. And I think we know a lot more about your design and the business solutions and how you bring information into it and how you push information back out of it matters a lot on, how it's functioning. Accuracy with LLMs, I think, is something we've been very concerned about and interested in solving that process. Like, how do we make them more accurate over time? We've always believed that two things in AI and cybersecurity are really, really important, which is proactivity. um, you know, Having a thing that's waiting around for you to ask a question is not ideal in cybersecurity, right? You want something that's working when you're asleep, so when you wake up, it already has answers to questions that you may have not known that you needed to ask when you went to bed. So we think that a chat GTP style interface is interesting and cool, but having something that's working on your behalf proactively, like the security Bulldog is set up. We also think that having it set up for each individual user, I think sometimes cybersecurity tools are kind of blunt tools, right? Like they're for the whole team to use, and maybe they're kind of optimized for one use case over another. So that we've set up the security Bulldog so that each individual user can set up their own account. They can set up custom feeds for them for their own personal preference. And again, with AI and especially intelligence, like how much information you want is kind of a subjective question and answer for each individual human. Some people like lots of information, some people want little information. Some people have everybody's different opinions on false negatives and false positives. And, again, the way the human brain works, everybody's a little different. So we wanted to make sure that we surface the power of the NLP for each individual user to set up the way that their personal preferences are. So I think people really like that part.